My father was still living, a whole lot of trouble started bubbling up with me, with the LGBT community, as my responsibilities of caring for my father became more apparent, and I slowly withdrew from the Mary's Orange Second crowd and ultimately got sober. At that time, my Aunt Leella Crosby said to me, Michael Warner, as in Michael Warner ESQ, former partner of Rock Island County Chief Justice Walter Braud, my Aunt Leella Crosby told me Michael Warner was a drug kingpin. Now, Heather Gray made a joke about that and said that, well, your Aunt Leella Crosby is mentally sick and she always has been. Well, that's so funny because she was all buddy-buddy with Leella at one time. Anyway, Heather and I aren't friends anymore. She later went to work for Michael Warner as his office girl on Saturdays, and supposedly spent several months running around town saying she was getting a divorce and that she was glad that she worked for a lawyer. Michael Warner is the only person who flat out admitted that yes, that Sherry was in the jail while I was in there. He admitted that, yes, she was. He told me not to make an issue out of it. I'd be murdered or worse. He kept showing up at my house for a long time, and then he finally stopped coming. Michael used to give me money for drugs, alcohol, and the Venus bookstore. I used to get drunk and high, and I would go over to the Venus bookstore and be a loser and do things that made me feel very terrible about myself. And in fact, when I was in the jail, Jason Morris kept saying to Sherry, well, why don't we just dump him off at the Venus bookstore? I hope you can all go and arrest Michael Warner now if it's time to arrest him. I hope the federal government understands what chronic PTSD is and why my behavior has been as such, and why I don't fully trust you guys. I'm starting to more and more today because I know you're keeping me safe. Listen, I need my medical cannabis. It's legal. I know it's not legal federally. That's a big mistake, and it's going to change. I'm hoping someone's going to help me with that so that I don't go into cardiac arrest, because you're going to need me as a witness.